Hey everybody, Dave Denton, Independent Outsider, and I wanted to do this live stream in response to a couple of things that happened today. First, I did a live stream about Mark Lamont Thomas, and he rolled back his statements a little bit. I don't know if he actually thought about the one statement and felt bad about it, or if he got economic pressure, which I figure is that's what happened. And he apologized if anyone was offended by his comments, that kind of rollback apology. We need to stop apologizing. Just explain what you meant and said, I meant what I said. I am not rolling it back. So I have been under the thumb, or felt like I have been under the thumb, of the Hatch Act. I'm going to tell you right now, my name is David Denton. I am a member and steward of the National Postal Mail Handlers Union, and I am not currently in violation of the Hatch Act because I endorse absolutely nobody, no one. The system is screwed up, and before we pick leaders, we have to figure out how to fix this system so we are not slaves to the system, so that our leaders are not slaves to the system, so we don't get enticed and drawn to that flame like moths to the flame, which is the Democrat and the Republican Party. I'm seeing Green Party members getting enticed by it, by the Democratic Party. I'm seeing unions getting enticed by it. We need to cut the shit out. And if I need to form a nationwide wildcat strike and get a bunch of people together, I will do it. Stevie hit the nail on the head. Nobody 2020. Obstruct the vote 2020. Check out Deb Della Piana. That is her campaign. Tell these people we're tired of the bullshit. Tell these people that we are tired of people lying to us. Now, when I was a kid, Jimmy Carter was the only one who could help us. Then it was Bill Clinton. Then it was Obama. Then it was Bernie Sanders. Then it was Tulsi Gabbard. Then it was Jesse Ventura. I'm the only one. Do you know what that is? That's something people in advertising call positioning. Reason Trout. Check them out. I'll try to find a link to them. You position yourself in an advantageous way, make people think that you are the logical choice. There is no logical choice right now because the system is not logical. It makes absolutely no sense that the powers that be in Ecuador take Julian Assange's internet rights away 2 months after the inauguration of Trump, and people are criticizing Julian Assange for not covering the Trump administration. It makes no sense. These things make no sense. It makes no sense that Jim Acosta, a $400,000 a year reporter, gets a piece of plastic taken away for a couple of days. He's considered a hero. And then we have Mark Lamont Thomas, who makes comments against Israeli violence against Palestinians and he loses his job. He almost loses his tenure, and he loses his nerve and backs away from his comments. This is where we are. There are no political heroes right now. I'm still in the Green Party, and I'm still a union rep for the National Postal Mail Handlers Union. And I'll say it again because I can, because I'm not endorsing anyone. No one. And no one has to donate PAC money if there's no one that they feel like is representing them. And if my union sees this video, they'll probably be upset with me. Hell, I might even lose my steward job. I don't care. Because this is ridiculous. The ironic thing about this is since the early 90s, Jesse Ventura has been talking about the sadism and the show of the whole thing. And I don't know when the video was, but there's a TMZ video. I swear to God, I never thought I would use those words. But there was a TMZ video out there where they interviewed Jesse Ventura for, 2 minutes? And Jesse Ventura said, I believe the Democrats should work with me in eliminating Trump. Why the hell would he even say something like that? I see a lot of the Greens gravitating towards that flame, towards that enticing power of the Democratic Party. Oh, we have to bring the Democrats in. No, we don't. No. I've gotten crap about the Hatch Act before. When I joined the Green Party, I got an informative email about Hatch Act policies. I'm like, thank you very much. But my point about the Hatch Act is that there are laws out there that hamstring people from expressing themselves. I understand you don't want a federal employee running. I get that. So I will not be endorsing Jesse Ventura. That might upset some Greens. That might upset some people. I'm not going to do it. I was on the fence about him, and then I was very excited about him. It was kind of like Stevie with Ojeda. I've been following Jesse Ventura since early 1990s. I had an issue with him and his libertarian leanings, and I also didn't think he was seriously going to run because I always considered him to be an outsider, and that's what I respected him for. But now he's talking about running again. And he's talking about working with Democrats. Okay. Stevie, you can tell James I'm on here right now if you want, but I'll probably be off by the time he comes on. I am not blocking anyone from running. I'm just not going to support the guy, and I'm going to speak out against it because it just seems like more gameplay from the very guy who said he wasn't going to play the game. And again, it's that same game. This one guy, this is the one guy that I believe can do it. There is no one guy. You have to have a system. He hasn't been endorsing Democrats, but he's playing games. He's saying that he's talking about negotiating with them. He said he was going to cut a deal and try to exert leverage on the Dems and say, I won't run if you do this, this, and this. So if he's willing to do that, where is he willing to go from there? I was on a thread with anybody, anything that anybody did. You want to call it purity testing? That's fine. We should be purity testing these people. We need the purest of the pure in the muck right now. So this is where I am right now. We need to all decide where we're going to be. You want to support who you want to support, go to it. But when you do that, if you get burned, and you probably will, just learn from it. I will be supporting Deb Delapiana's Obstruct the Vote 2020. I happen to be a union rep. I'm not combining my being a rep with that. Also, anybody who is actually in a union, I don't care what unit it is, teachers union, nurses union, UPS, FedEx, I don't care. Even if you're competing with me, we all need to get together. Whether we're competing or in a completely different craft, we need to get together and unify on basic labor rights, the right to collectively bargain, the right to a fair wage, a fair, settled wage. Now, federal unions or my federal union cannot strike, but there should be strike protections as well. I don't care if my union doesn't like it. We also should speak up and be able to speak up and out against certain candidates that we don't care for, such as Hillary Rodham Clinton. Again, many unions are being drawn to the flame again. I don't get it. So let's see. Yep. Stevie, if you actually have Zoom capabilities, I'll give you my stream key if you want, because I can't Zoom. I'd be happy to do a Zoom and lend you my stream key. I've done it for other people. I have absolutely no problem with that. And we can talk, or you can do your thing, by yourself. But this is something that we need to address. You better be damn serious and have a damn good record and not play with me if you expect me to consider you at all. And I see no one. Jesse was one of those guys where I was like, okay, I'll consider him. And then he pulls that crap, and I'm like, nope. So it's about it for me. I wanted to be on less time than this, but thanks everybody for showing up. And anyone who is in a union that wants to contact me, or if you know anyone that's in a union and wants to contact me, I'm serious about this. NDOINDYO at protonmail.com. I am serious about starting a Unite the Union movement because we need to get everybody involved almost to the point of a wildcat strike and even fight our own union's higher structure when we feel that they cave. I know that Sherry Honkala was talking about that months ago, and some of her union brothers and sisters, where they didn't like what the higher ups were agreeing to. So they were speaking out against it, and power to them. So Shout out to Sabrina. Thanks everybody for showing up. And I we have to get stronger. Stop kowtowing to people and stop accepting what they're giving you. Return the shit burger. I might even make a t-shirt out of that. Everybody, thank you for showing up. This is Dave Denton, Independent Outsider. See you later. Independent Outsider out.